Whoa, what an entrance. I don't think I was ready for that. Now I'm ready, I guess. Whoa, it's Monday, wisdom readings. Whoa, another week, another reading. Um, yes, let's hope for another jam-packed week that's gonna be happening yet another time. Yeah, welcome to Wisdom Reading Mondays with myself, Kholofelo. Yes. Yeah, we've had a very jam-packed weekend. Ask a Monk session on Saturdays. Very, 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 very nice. Heated discussions there. That Sabyasachi Prabhu is making quite heavy points there. Please check it out on WUSA 108. Subscribe, like, ask comments, questions. Yeah, you are more than welcome. We would really like to know what you think as well. And as well, yesterday we had Bungisipo Prabhu also giving us some very nice wisdom readings. The wisdom readings coming from Civilization and Transcendence, which is a call and response type of a book, question and answer. With His grace, His divine grace, Srila Prabhupada, having discussions with a variety of his disciples. I think I noted one disciple who is Pushta Krishna, who is a very I would say an enlightened devotee, because I think the way that he is putting his questions and the way that he is representing a person that doesn't know anything about Krishna consciousness for the sake of the information from a guru, to get as much mercy from a guru, are just on point, and they are very, very, they require quite a lot of explanation and a very good look from whichever angle that you need to be looking from with regards to Vedas. The questions are from the Bhavan Journal in Bombay today. I would assume that it's quite a surprise. So before we delve into our book today, which is Civilization and Transcendence, we're going to do our invocation. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. To get us started today, and we carry on from where Bongisipo Prabhu left off yesterday. Caste system cast out. Okay, wow, it's quite a big topic. All right, I think without any waste of time, please, if you would really like to know the previous questions and how this question and answer session between Pushta Krishna and Srila Prabhupada actually developed to what it is today, please watch Josi Prabhu's first video on the book, and then obviously it continues with His Holiness Savia the Monk and then to Bongisipo Prabhu, and then obviously it comes to Monday, which is today. So the next question, Srila Prabhupada, will the fundamental values of the Vedic religion be in any way affected by the eradication of the caste system, toward which a concerted effort is now being made at all levels? Now, if I remember correctly, Bomisipo, I think one of the last questions, uh, Prabhupada makes a reference in, all the levels of men, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, Brahmanas, and these are like the how do I put it, the divisions that are put there by the Vedas, which is by God Himself, that are mainly seen as like the caste system, which actually places everyone according to their quality and according to their capabilities, to play a role and in society. And if you are a person that reads Vedas, you will actually understand what your quality is and where you lie within the hierarchy. I wouldn't say it's a hierarchy, it's basically a division, and how you can actually practice Krishna consciousness based on the division that you fall into. So I think here Pushta Krishna is expanding on the divisions and the levels. I'll read the question again, just for the sake of people who just joined us. Next question, Srila Prabhupada. Will the fundamental values of the Vedic religion be in any way affected by the eradication of the caste system, toward which a concerted effort is now being made at all levels? And His grace, His divine grace, Srila Prabhupada answers. The Vedic system of religion we have been describing, the Varnashrama system created by Krishna, is not to be confused with the present day caste system. Determination of social divisions by birth, which is the present day caste system. Okay. But as to eradication of all social divisions, it cannot be done. This is still more foolishness, because Krishna himself says, Katur Varnayam Maya Shristam Guna Karma Vibhagasha. Vibhagashaha. This system of 4 social divisions, according to quality and work, is ordained by me. So the social divisions come from Krishna. But the difficulty is that this so-called caste system has come in on account of the false notion that in order to be a Brahmana, one must be the son of a Brahmana. That is the caste system. But Krishna does not say that. He says according to quality and work. He never says according to birth. So this so-called caste system in India is a false notion of Katur Varnayam, the system of 4 social divisions. Wow. The real system of Katur Varnayam means Guna Karma Vibhagasha Vibhagasaha, determination of the 4 social divisions according to quality and work. One must be qualified. So qualification is a very, very, very important thing. And that's how actually Krishna has actually put us, because I think he knows us better, in terms of our quality. And you don't have to be a Brahmana's son to become a Brahmana. That is a very, very big takeaway. You know, you don't have to be a Kshatriya son to become a Kshatriya. You don't have to be a a rich man, a rich man because you are a rich man's son. That's that in a nutshell. You don't have to be a poor man because you are a poor man's son. Wow. And this is where I think the emphasis is on how Krishna has actually placed us and how he controls everything. And at the end of the day is what he has put in front of us that actually will surface. And it's what matters at this point in time. I think real knowledge at this point in time. And how does one become qualified? His Grace Srila Prabhupada continues. That is also described. For instance, in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna describes the qualities of a Brahmana as follows. Samo Damas Tapa Saucham Shantir Arjavam Eva Cha Janam Vijanam Ashtikyam. Peacefulness, self-control, austerity, purity, tolerance, honesty, knowledge, wisdom, and religiousness. So people who want to be Brahmanas must be educated to acquire these qualities. It is not simply to abolish the caste system, which is contaminated by the false conception of qualification by birthright. Certainly, this wrong caste system should be abolished. Also, educational centers should be open for teaching people how to become genuine Brahmanas and Kshatriyas. Guna karma vibhagasha ha, vibhagasha ha, according to their qualities and work. People naturally belong to different social groupings. So you cannot avoid it. But because you have created a false caste system that should be abolished and the system recommended by Krishna, that should be adopted. Yes, wow. It's great realizations there. Yeah, you want to become a Brahmana, you want to go back to Godhead, you have a chance. And that's like the basic conclusion. It is the underlying fact that it's very important for a person to understand the Vedas and to familiarize themselves the Vedas, no matter the background, no matter where you come from, no matter which family you are born in. If you really want to know Krishna, you can. You have a chance to do that. You know, those qualities that Prabhupada just mentioned of a Brahmana, those are very important qualities for a person to become a Brahmana. You don't have to be born by a Brahmana to have those qualities. A person that is sincere about being a Brahmana will have peacefulness, self-control, austerity, purity, tolerance, honesty, knowledge, wisdom, religiousness. And those qualify you, not the latter, being born in a family of a Brahmana, also answers a question that I asked to Savisaji Prabhu over the weekend. You know, if there's any difference if you join Krishna consciousness at a later age or at an early age, and one of the 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 main things that His Holiness Savisachi Prabhu said was that, your sincerity is like the most important thing. You have to be sincere. You know, yeah. People who who want to become brahmanas must be educated to acquire these qualities. Definitely, definitely, and yeah, it starts with the self and your willingness to get all of the education and acquire these qualities. It's a very important point there. His grace continues. In any event, you cannot avoid the natural occurrence of various social divisions. Yes, that's the natural occurrence. It happens. People will class each other, whether there's a caste system or not. It's a natural occurrence. Nature's caste system will remain. Take, for example, the Brahmanical quality of truthfulness. All over the world, wherever you go, you'll find at least one person who is truthful. Does anyone say, oh, his father was truthful, therefore he is truthful? This is nonsense. Krishna never says anything like this. The father may be Hiranyakasipu, a big demon, but his son can still be Prahlada, a great devotee of the Lord. And we know that story. It is not that one will inevitably become exactly like one's father. Of course, it may be there is every possibility, but still is not a fact that the son unavoidably becomes like the father. Mm. That is true. That is true. I mean, it's what we experience in life, where the son is different from the father. um, a lot of people will tell you the story of a priest, you know uh, giving birth to a son who chooses another life, uh, which is not righteous at all, which is the opposite from what the father is doing. We've come across those kind of experiences, and we've had those kind of experiences, and we've seen those kind of experiences. So it's not really something that will happen often, that the son and the father are actually identical. Some places, sometimes it does happen, but not always. Our point is, wherever you go, you'll find a first class man who is truthful. Now, wherever you find a truthful man, you can classify him as a Brahmana and train him to serve the social body in that capacity as a spiritual teacher and advisor. That is wanted. Why assume? Here is the son of a truthful man. Therefore, he is truthful, a Brahmana. That is a misconception. You have to find the truthful men all over the world and train them as Brahmanas. That we are doing. If you follow these principles, no illicit sex, no intoxication, no gambling, no meat eating, you are a Brahmana. Come on and receive further training. The fellow's father may be a meat eater or a gambler or a drunkard. But if he himself is truthful and agreeable to the Brahminical life, then tell him, all right, come on, you are welcome. Then everything will be all right. Hey, I have to make reference to yesterday's Sunday inspiration session with His Grace Sri Krishna Chaitanya Swami Maharaj. Hey, fire. Beautiful class, man. Krishna Leelas. Oh, when Krishna's pastime, when he was killing a demon out of Kalia. It didn't kill Kalia. Kalia has got good wives. I must say, they prayed for him. They prayed to Krishna, please don't kill him, please. And because of his devoted wives, he was saved by Krishna, got the stamp, like Maharaj said yesterday. And, Maharaj also made a point about, when you are Krishna conscious, it doesn't mean that everyone around you will be Krishna conscious, Uh, and he also made a reference to his mom and his dad, and how we can also play a role in adding that little bit of Krishna consciousness with the activities that we do around every person that is not Krishna conscious, or that we dearly hold to our hearts, and prashadam is like one way that is just the best trick because it's so divine. It's great. Having prashadam is like one of the best experiences I've had in my life, and I share it all the time. And it's so great, to actually share Krishna in that form. Wow, this is amazing. This is amazing. Srila Prabhupada doesn't hold back. He just goes on. His divine grace carries on. You could not abolish the truthful class of men even if you wanted to. You will find truthful men everywhere. You simply have to train them. So Krishna says, Chatur Virnayam Maya Shastam Guna Karma Vibhagasaha, according to their qualities and work. You take some men and put them in the Brahmanical class, others in the Kshatriya class, still others in the Vaishyas class, and the rest in the Sudra class. But you cannot abolish that system. That is a false attempt. So Krishna's system is based on quality, and not relation. Son of the president, I have to be involved in the presidency. No. No, quality. And that is very, very important in the system that Prabhupada is talking about, is elaborating about. Quality precedes, and how everyone needs to also be trained and be institutionalized in that quality and expand it and use it for Krishna consciousness or for God consciousness, which is like very, very amazing. I think it's a big takeaway, in this answer that His divine grace has just given. Yes, that classification is wanted. That must be there. Oh, yeah, I might have to start at the top. I thought. Then Pushta Krishna comes back. You are saying the natural system is to classify a person and train him for a particular duty according to his particular inner qualities and his particular propensity to act. Yes, Srila Prabhupada answers. That classification is wanted. That must be there. It must be there. Wow. And there's really no choice. It must be there. Pushta Krishna comes back. And what will be the benefit of classifying and training people according to their own qualities and propensities? Ah, it's a very good question. Srila Prabhupada comes back. The benefit will be that the whole social body will function harmoniously. The social body must have a brain and arms and a belly and legs to be complete. If there is no brain, no head, then what is the use of these arms and legs and belly? It is all dead. So, in human society, if there is not a class of learned, truthful, and honest men with all the Brahmanical qualifications, then society is ruined. Big point. That is why people are perplexed. I was about to say that. Today, almost everyone is trained to be a Sudra, a laborer. To go to the factory, that's all. Go to the factory and get money. And when the money gets, when the man gets some money, he immediately purchases wine and women. So if you try to make society classless, you will produce such men, useless men, disturbing the social body. You cannot make society classless. If you try to make it classless, naturally, people will all be Sudras, fourth class men and worse. Then there will be social chaos. Whoa, social chaos. Social chaos. A big word. Social chaos. I think this is one of the uh, 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 how do I put it? It comes with Maya, with not Maya, but Kali Yuga. Yes, the age of Kali Yuga. I think one of the ills is social chaos. You know, socially we are in a very very chaotic space. Um, Lack of brahmanas, people with brahmanical qualities in leadership. That that is just chaotic socially. Um, Big points. That's a very big point. Yeah. And I like how he also lays out how the body functions. And all of these classes and qualities make the body function. They make the body function, you know. Wow. Yeah. Pushta Krishna comes back. He's like, but can all people take an equal interest in religion despite their belonging to different social classifications? Let me repeat that question. But can all people take an equal interest in religion whether they are Shudra, whether they're Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, Brahmanas, despite their belonging to different social classifications? Very good question. Can they take an equal interest in religion? Srila Prabhupada comes back, says, Yebo. Yes. Ngempela. This I have already explained, that any civilized human being, he has got some religion. Now, the basic principle of religion are the statements made by God. So here in the Vedic system is what God says. If you take to this system, then the social body will be perfect not only for Hindus, but for all, but also for Christians, for Mohammedans, for everyone. And that is being practically realized in our Krishna consciousness movement. We have got devotees from all groups of human society, and they are taking to this Vedic system. It is practical. There is no difficulties. So Hindus, Muslims, Christians, everyone should take to this Krishna religion and become Krishnites, Krishnians. Christians get twist to Christians, Christians. The Greek, the Greek word Christo comes from the Sanskrit word, Sanskrit Krishna. Wow, yeah, that's yeah, that's actually true. Krishna, Christo. Makes sense. In fact, another spelling for Krishna is Krista. Wow. There you've got it. There you've heard it. I didn't say it. His divine grace said it. So actually, if we take the root meaning, Christian means Christian or Christian. So that is a controversial point, but everyone can take to Krishna. Then everything will be settled up. Wow. Yeah. Bongisipo Prabhu made a very important, I think, point yesterday. I think it was one of the points that His Divine Grace made about concoction. Hey. Dharma, concoction of Dharma, religious concoctions. That we have to follow the right Dharma. That is Krishna. I think it was, is it Sanatana? Yeah, Sanatana Dharma, which is the real Dharma. And religion is from his owner, the person that makes it, that writes it, that is the Father, you know. And it's very important to be able to differentiate and know what is concocted and what is real. It is for our benefit, you know. And all the questions that they've been drilled in a direction to say that this is where society is. There was a question about practicality. Is it practical? To practice Krishna consciousness, because people are looking at it from what's outside. You see people with saris and you see people with dhotis, and you're like, ooh, awugeke kwenzakalani la. Whereas you are supposed to think about the soul and relate everything to what Krishna has created, and really remember that the bodily concept is not going to get us anywhere, and material conception of what of what we are perceiving through our eyes is not real. It's not real. We are illusioned. His divine grace makes a very big point of that. Get the Shri Ishropanishad right at the beginning. That's what he is talking about. A propensity to cheat, you know, being illusioned, making mistakes. These are some of the defects that we have, and we have to accept that. And except that we've got some kind of a disease that we need a cure for, and the cure is being put. It's not to say that His divine grace says you've got a problem and there's no cure. No, it says there's a problem, here's the cure. Dharma, the right dharma, religion that is not concocted, causes all sorts of problems when it is concocted. All sorts of problems. And I think, in our lives, we come across those problems. And these problems are being stated here, even in this question and answer. Civilization and Transcendence. I'm beginning to love this book. Wow. Thank you for joining us. I just saw a comment from Musa 108. Thank you, my brother, for being there. Good reading and explanation, brother Narottam Das. Ki Jai. Aman Skral. Hey, Ashram. Ki Jai. Brother, we love your work. And yes, thank you for your support, my brother. Hare Krishna Prabhu. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Ki Jai. I love your reading. They are my favorite. I love the energy. Monday is always a special day. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thanks to Srila Prabhupada. His mercy has really, brought the light to the world, not to only us, and through him we are just receiving so much mercy, and he is he is our guru, everyone's guru, and through him, I'm sure that we can attain, Godhead, which is our aspiration. The caste system is one of the ideologies that people love to complain about, with ideology from India. Any personal thoughts on this? The caste system is one of the ideologies that people love to complain. Yes. The caste system, like Prabhupada is just saying that, the application of what happens within the caste system is something that is not dharmic. It's not dharma, But what Krishna comes with is quality. Quality. He segmented the lives into quality. I don't want to call it caste system. It's not a caste system. It's my God. It's quality of life. Quality of life. Brahmana, Vaishya, Kshatriya, Sudra. And that's what the body needs. The social body needs that. And that cannot be applied based on your family or your background, or you're friends with this one and you're friends. There's so many infiltrations that come into the caste system that has made this quality of society, lose its meaning. And I am sure that that's where it actually started, and with the qualities that Krishna has put up of the social qualities or the social divisions that he has put up, and it started there. And then people came in with their own interpretations and started concocting this dharma. And that's where the problem began, And once there's concoction, then we lose the meaning. And here, His divine grace is being like, woo, come back. Let's speak the truth. Let us speak the truth. And we are not giving reference to your background, whether you are Indian, whether you're white, whether you are black, whether you are green, red. This is a human social order. Dharmic human social order. No color, no background, nothing. And that is for me, it's a big point and a takeaway from this. It's like, this is where he is actually taking out all these conceptions that we have. I'm black, I'm white, I am what. He still says, hey guys, why? There is the social divisions according to Dharma. They are not according to your color. They're not according to, they are just there. They are religious. Great reading. Wow, I enjoyed it. Thank you. We've gone a little bit over time. Please join us tomorrow again when Nomusa takes us to the next level of this great conversation. It's an amazing conversation. I can't wait to read the rest of it. I am definitely going to be reading more of this and read it over and over again, because I think Pushta Krishna is just representing society and people that are looking from outside. And this is what makes it so interesting, because of the angle that he is always coming from. And questions that you have, they are all there, the answers. And his divine grace is doing a great job in unpacking the truth, as always. From me, Kholofelo Suela. Till next week, Monday. Oh, Thursday. Don't forget on Thursday. Hey, book club, baby. It's going down. We're going back to the Krishna book. And hey, yesterday's account of Krishna and Kaliya, that was something else. Hey, so come, let's read it from the Krishna book and have fun together. Thank you and goodbye.
Hare Krishna, igama lami ubongani. Into ezuthi ngiyithande le movement le yama Hare Krishna ukuthi yangikhulula emoyeni ngoba yangipha ulwazi. So kwathi ngo-2012 ngathola le ncwadi lezi zika Prabhupada ngazifunda kule ncwadi lezi kukhona lezi engiyithanda kakhulu ngoba yize ngathi zangithinta or zangichazela kahle ngezwa kahle nga-understanda. Yile ncwadi bathi The Science of Self-Realization, nenye bathi Coming Back, and then nale bathi i-Krishna Book. So le ncwadi zo-3 zangenza yize ezangenza ukuthi ngifune uku-understanda more, ngifune nendlela ukuthi ngakhona ukuthi ngiyiphile lempilo le, because le ncwadi lezi zinayo yonke into, zichaza yonke into ngomuntu, ngoNkulunkulu, ngendalo, nangokuthi uNkulunkulu umedala, ukudala wadala kanjani. Shuthi lonke lolu lwazi uyalithola kule ncwadi. Enye futhi incwadi ebalulekile kakhulu kunazo zonke iBhagavad Gita, because kuBhagavad Gita moyifunda ikhulunywa uKrishna. uKrishna igama lakhe uNkulunkulu uqobo lwakhe eze njengesiqu somuntu, ebukeka njengomuntu kodwa uNkulunkulu. So kule ncwadi uchaza kahle ngazo zonke lezi zinto lezi esihlale sifuna esiyibuza ngazo, esifuna impendulo noku-understand ukuthi ngempela sidaleleni, sizeleni emhlabeni, nokuthi singobani, siyini thina. Ingabe njoba siphila la enyameni kuphela lapho, noma umuntu ungaphezulu kwaloko esikubonayo, ngoba ngesinye isikhathi ngenxa yokuthi ulwazi asinalo yonke into ngathini izinto sizibheka ngale ndlela esiyibona ngayo. Ngaphandle ukuthi sibe nolwazi angeke sikhone ukuqonda ukuthi ngempela impilo idaleleni. So le ncwadi zinika lonke ulwazi esilidingayo nokuthi singaphila kanjani, kumele siphile kanjani, and then ikuphi kumele sikwenze njengoba siphila singabantu, nokuthi sidaleleni njengoba singabantu, sizeleni la emhlabeni. So lokho kwangisiza kakhulu and kwangenza kwangigqugquza, kwanginika ugqozi ukuthi ngifune nokuthi ngibe ingxenye yabo, ngiyiphile lempilo lo. So ngajabula kakhulu, ngathola nokukhululeka emoyeni ngokufunda incwadi zika Prabhupada, and kimi kuyisibusiso ngathini kuyinto evela kuNkulunkulu ukuthi ngiyithole le ncwadi, ngoba akulula ukuthi uthole ulwazi olufana nalolu, nokuthi abantu abaningi bal-understand ngoba ziningi izinto esitshelwa zona sisukela sikhula.